Alright, so I'm gonna give y'all a little tour of my shop, quote unquote shop, that I have over here. It's not much, but it's all I got to work with, so we'll make it work. I've rebuilt this bike. Well, not rebuilt it, but I've done a lot of work on this bike multiple times out here. The Busa as well. And this Vulcan 900 with a sidecar is going to be the next project. So I'll give you a little tour. Let me get these bikes out of the way and I'll show you what we're working with. I'll be right back. Alright, that's a little better. So here's the working space that I have. This is where we'll be doing our projects. Here's a bench. I built this, I don't know, a few years ago. This was just meant to be a gardening bench, like a light duty gardening bench for my wife. But as you can see, I've kind of taken it over. Got a little cabinet here for various oils and whatnot. Standard toolbox, nothing special about this. You know, just a standard cheap Harbor Freight toolbox, nothing special. Got a welder. This is a Prime Weld 225X, I believe. It's a AC/DC TIG welder. I just built this little cart. I had like a piece of a platform made out of angle iron laying around, and so I cut it up and made a little cart out of it. This also does stick welding. So got that, got the welder, got a little 12-ton shop press, which I bought this years ago for a very specific reason, and it works great. Got some little some jigs that I made. I'll explain those later. And then this deck. Normally this deck, I just leave it like this on the ground because it keeps the bike plenty high enough for what I need to do. But if I need it to go higher, I'll use these cinder blocks right here, and that'll lift it up plenty high for what I need. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I got a bunch of motorcycle parts in this tote. I got tools in the other tote. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much. Short little tour. So what I'm planning on is, the first bike I'll be working on is the Vulcan with the sidecar on it. And then after I get that squared away, I'll be working on this bike. This is my wife's. This is a 2002 Yamaha FZ1. And this was the first bike that I ever owned. I learned how to ride on this bike. I bought it back in 2014, I believe. And I couldn't even test ride it. It was a private sale, and I went to the guy's house and I couldn't even test ride it because I didn't know how to ride. So it's been wrecked a couple times because of me. It's been dropped multiple times. This thing has been beaten and abused, you know, just from learning to ride. And it's still a great bike. Starts right up. 1000 cc's, carbureted, starts right up every time. So it doesn't look like a normal FZ1 because of the wrecks that I had. The first wreck I had, I actually got hit by a truck, and it smashed the whole front end. The bikini fairing is what they call it. So these headlights are actually off of a Honda CBR 1000, and I made a bracket. I fabricated a bracket. It's kind of hard to see back there, but I fabricated a bracket to hold the lights on, hold the signals on. It didn't have this windscreen on there originally. My wife wanted this, so I just zip tied it temporarily until I make a better bracket for everything. But yeah, these are Honda CBR 1000 headlights. I also installed projector, HID projectors with HID headlights, the HID bulbs and ballast and all that. But I'm planning on actually cutting this tail section off, maybe right there, and just leaving basically the rider's seat to kind of take it further into that Street Fighter territory. You know, when you build a Street Fighter, usually guys will buy a sport bike and then they'll wreck it, and instead of spending all the money to replace the fairings and doing all that stuff, they'll turn it into a Street Fighter, which are really cool. They're really awesome bikes. I love them. So usually you would use different parts from different manufacturers. So like I said, these are Honda headlights on a Yamaha bike, and the tail section, you know, you could replace that with like a Gixxer tail or something like that. But I'm planning on actually making it into kind of like a bobber, I guess you could say, chopping off this tail. I think that'd look really good. I got the belly pan over here. This is a belly pan. This is a fiberglass I got off eBay. So yeah, I can't get it on there right now, but when that belly pan's on there, it really makes the bike look extra mean, I guess you could say. So yeah, I'll be refabricating the bracket for all this stuff, because when I was doing this to begin with, I didn't know what I was doing, and I was kind of learning as I go. You can see it's not very well done. This is actually these were like stainless steel strips that I made a jig, and I bent around a jig so that I could make kind of like fork clamps. You know, it's been like this for, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years, and it's worked perfectly fine. So, but I want to make it better since I have this welder now. You know, we can use aluminum and stuff like that. So I'll be doing a lot of stuff on this bike as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, also, let me show you these. So these projects here are not, sorry, these projects here are not YouTube friendly. So I've got this. It's just tack welded for now. I need to finish welding it out. I've got this, which this is a Hungarian underfolder, AK. It's a parts kit. So I've got, let's see what else I got. I got a little mini drill, little mini bench drill. Don't make fun of my little mini bench drill. I got a spot welder here that I modified. I modified the tongs to spot weld something specific, which is this. See those spot welds? That's what I modified this for. These tongs that you see right here. I made this. This is for riveting the trigger guards. As you can see, they got rivets. Everything on an AK is put together with rivets. So you need some way to you know, smash the rivets. I also built this. This is a rivet setter basically. It's got a ram and it's got a set screw back here so you can lock this in place, whatever position you need. And then it's got different little set screws I can put in there with different profiles to make, you know, whenever you're squishing the rivet, you can make it look round. You can make it round at the end. You can make it kind of flat like these are. So yeah, I made this. This is to do the long rivets. And you can use these, which are ground. These are ground to certain profiles for the same reason. And this goes in here. And this whole thing fits in the shop press over here. And that's what you use. So that's why I have this. These are little, I guess you could say jigs, but you can put bolts in each end, and you can put different size barrels in here, so you can press certain things off and on barrels. Same thing with this. This is kind of the same thing. I got, let's see, I made this. I need to clean the bearings, but this is a static tire balancer, so I can balance tires. I actually 3D printed these cones. And these cones are on here so you can center. You can center the wheel on this bar. So yeah, I made that. I don't even remember how many years ago. So yeah, a lot of projects. So you guys let me know what you're interested in. Do you like stuff like this? Which I'll give. If you don't know what this is, I'll give you a hint. There's your hint. So do you guys like stuff like this, or would you rather just see me working on the bikes? Would you like to see maybe a combination of those? I don't know. I've also got some Cerakote that we'll be doing. This is a ceramic based coating. It's a two-part. It comes with a catalyst that makes it, that hardens it. You have to bake it in the oven, kind of like powder coating, but this is ceramic based and it goes on a lot thinner. I've got light sand, graphite black, burnt bronze, which is a really nice color, and then blue titanium. These two colors here go really well together. These two. So yeah, that's another thing that we'll be doing. Be doing some Cerakoting. I don't really know what you guys like. I'm assuming you subscribe to my channel because of the Hayabusa, which I still have, but I don't have anything to do to that bike. It's perfectly fine. The main my attention is mainly going to be focused on the Vulcan 900 and then this bike. So let me know, what do you guys like? You know, do you care? Maybe you don't care at all, I don't know, but that's the plans for the future. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.